Hello! Now that all of my old VODs have been uploaded, I am making new content again. I've started a little bit, as you've probably seen, but I need something to come out a little bit more regularly, so this is where Monster Loves You 2 comes in. I had a lot of fun designing Stella Monster Dust. And I'm excited to get into this game. This is going to be a blind playthrough, so let's just get to it. Okay. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty narrative like the other one, so I hope you're ready to hear my voice a lot. You are born. In a great vat of syrupy foulness, something amazing happens. A clump of slime congeals into a body. An eye forms, then a mouth. It's you. You are a morsel that might grow to be a monster, drifting within a sea of green slime. Float here and filter the slime for a while. You rest and grow while you can. Hey, your second eye popped out. I got brains! Fibers of consciousness weave through your blobby body and knit together. You gain 1 point of brains. What are brains? Monsters naturally make impulsive decisions, and expending your brain's resource helps you avoid acting entirely on instinct. Oh! So less of a D&D stat block and more of, like, currency to spend? Okay. But wait, it's not just your mind that's expanding. Flesh. Your body feels more solid. You gain 1 flesh. What is flesh? Flesh is your health. Okay, good to know. You can expend it willingly to go beyond your normal physical abilities. You'll also lose flesh if you are injured. This leads you to the final thing. Guts. A flame of emotional energy kindles inside you. You gain 1 guts. Okay, what are guts? Monsters are naturally loud and brash, but they're paradoxically also afraid of pain and shame. Expending guts allows you to overcome your fear, to take a chance, and assert yourself. Okay. A toothy maw appears from above. A larger morsel grins at you hungrily. You're starting to panic. Don't panic. Ah, a stoic. Here's how you do that. It's going to eat you. This is where your brain's reserve is useful. Different actions have different costs. Some choices are more useful than others. Okay, tamp that panic down and dodge purposefully. Repress my fear and engage in a meaningful discourse. Panic and flit around at random. Dodge purposefully. Having experienced the vat's currents, you dodge the next rush of fluid, but your pursuer isn't so lucky. The surging slime washes away the hunting morsel. Oh, the surging slime washes the hunting morsel far away. I want to make sure that my PNG tuber isn't in the way. Maybe that's a better place for it. You make your escape and enter a swarm of morsels like yourself. A few of the morsels are smaller than you. Your instinct speaks to you. What does it say? You could devour them all and regain some of your reserves. You are absolutely ravenous. Uh-oh. Oh no! We'll eat one of the weakest ones. Chomp! You bite the morsel and swallow it. You're still hungry. That morsel wasn't enough to fill your belly, but the others have fled. Sometimes it's best to go all the way, not make half measures. Suddenly, an arm sprouts out from your gelatinous body. You feel changes happening inside you as well. Used all my brains at the beginning. The changes hurt, but they're also interesting. If you can muster the concentration to pay attention to the pain, you might learn something from it. I ain't got no brains left. Nope, just drown the pain out by eating everyone. Oh boy. You lash out, feasting on smaller morsels that are too slow to swim away. The meal replenishes your body a bit, but that is all. Some of your choices will lead to self-improvement. Your experiences will make you smarter or braver or tougher. The gills you've been breathing through are closing up. Your new form is beginning to suffocate in the slime. Ooh. Okay. Oh, my max increased. Abruptly, you form a second arm and a pair of legs, as if to help with that. Force myself back under the surface to hunt. No, let's swim to the surface. Your new gasp! Your new lungs thirst for air. Breaching the vat's green surface reveals an incredible world surrounding it. You're not quite done changing. Parts of you are still turning inside out and outside in. Resting allows you to regain some brains. Oh, good. You hear sounds from outside and recognize them somehow as scrabbling claws. Something is climbing the outer wall of the vat. It's a monster. They're skin and bones, but they're still much bigger than you. You feel an overwhelming urge to panic. What do? Scream and scream and scream some more. Tamp the feeling down and stay calm. Engage the other monster in a meaningful philosophical discourse. I think I'd... Oh. This is tough. What kind of monster do we want to be? Scream and scream and scream some more. You scream and flail around in the liquid. The other monster darts along the lip of the vat to intercept you. I'm Rook. I'm here to help. Here, eat this to grow stronger. The thin monsterling tosses a gobbet of congealed slime at you. But do you trust them? Yeah. I'll catch it in my mouth. Tastes like slime, but thicker and denser than the stuff in the vat. It's just what your changing body needs. Your legs sprout your feet, and your hide grows more solid. Yay! Your maximum guts, flesh, and brains increase. Ruck reaches down with one paw and pulls you out of the vat. Let Ruck help me. Your new formed limbs fold under you as you smack into the rocky ground. It hurts! A scream forms within you. Give a howl. Let it out. Yes. Scream in pain. Ah! 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 You feel better. Welcome to Ash, new monsterling. Ruck spreads their arms wide, taking in the vast cavern all around you. Your stomach growls with hunger. You hear a morsel splash in the vat. The memory of its gooey flavor tempts you. Your eyes involuntarily flick towards the vat. No! Don't scoop the morsels out. You're big now. It's not fair. Fights should always be fair. Ask them why. Without fairness, we would all hurt each other all the time. Without fairness, I wouldn't give you food when you need it. Without fairness, I could eat you, since I'm bigger. Come meet Ut. He is my good friend. Ut will help you. Unless he kills you and dumps you back into the vat. But he won't do that to you. You're smart, like Ut. Yeah, let's use our brains a little bit. You ask tough questions. I knew you were smart. Ut's smart because he's older than me. Ut keeps newborns safe from bigger monsters. Ut is wise. There is a place the newborns are taken, sometimes. It's scary and terrible. Ut protects us from the coop. Coop or co-op? And the elder who keeps it. Ut has me feed new monsterlings. Then I teach them to fight. They tremble with anticipation. Careful, it's dangerous here in the sharps. Find a hiding place. I'll bring more food. Ruck jumps and scrambles up a pile of rocks. You somehow recognize the shapes. Bricks, tires, and concrete all dot the area as far as you can see. Rock formations stick up among them, taller and thinner than the piles of rubble. They look sharp. Oh. Well, I only see one place to click. Let me just make sure there's no secrets. Rubble maze. I hope the sound is okay. Actually, I'm gonna double check that the sound is okay. One moment. Okay, it sounds okay to me. Alright, let's follow Ruck. Docility. Docility. Oh, that's one of our stats down here. You creep up to the heap of bricks and stones and tires. You don't have to go far to catch up with Ruck. Complain that Ruck is going too fast. Keep it to myself. I mean... Oh no. Oh, we have a relationship stats to care about? Okay, Ruck glances back and shrugs, but they slow down a little as you approach, a dip in the surrounding ruins. Small, close-set eyes blink at Ruck from within a pile of rubble. You found another? I did, Master Ut. Ruck hops up and down, dancing with joy. So strange. There was another newborn yesterday. I did good finding another, right? Master Ut will give us food? The vat takes more than 1 day to make a monsterling. Are you lying to your master? You're still hidden, but you could swear Ut is looking in your direction. Yeah. Ruck laughs as you come into view. You're brave. I like that. Ut speaks loudly. He's staring right at you. Come, little one, and bow before me. There are dangers all around this place. Bow, and I will feed you and protect you. How much do we trust this guy? No. I'll break you yet. For now, eat. Oh, Ut snarls. Ut's voice takes on a majestic tone, rich with his guts. Now let's see how pliable you are. Ut draws close. Bow to me! You stand your ground and stare. Ut blinks in confusion for a moment, but does nothing. By choosing to be brave, you've avoided increasing your docility. Monsters naturally defer to larger, stronger, and older monsters. You can usually resist using your guts, but if your docility is too high, you won't always get the chance. Keep your docility low and you'll be more free to act as you like. Ut rolls 2 gobbets of slime out of the rubble heap. I don't have to give this to you, you know, but I do it because I am generous. Well, I think I have to... Not bad. Your flesh and guts replenish slightly. Ruck shifts from one foot to another, staring at the remaining food. Not now, Ruck. You can eat later. This, all around us, is called the Sharps. Keep my sass to myself. I've given him enough trouble. You pay attention to Ut's explanation. To one side, Ruck also listens with great interest. There are gangs here. The adolescents, older and bigger than us. If they find you, they will eat you! But there's something worse. There's a place called the Coop, where the elder called Estrissel keeps all the monsterlings she can catch. This all sparks a memory. Morsels, monsterlings, adolescents, elders, and adults? Ask Ut for more information about the world. Ut seems pleased with your question. Beware adults! They usually stay in the main city of Ash. If you run into one, you probably won't be able to escape. Adults are big and fast and hungry. Astracil is even worse. She's an elder, older, bigger, and much, much meaner. Astracil takes monsterlings to her coop because their screams give her great pleasure. When she's done with them, she sells them to adults and elders. But here in the Sharps, if you survived adolescence, you might be able to join a gang. The gangs only accept monsterling like us as snacks. You don't have to worry about that. I'll protect you and feed you. I'll be your friend as well as Master. Master is a great friend. Can I have more food now? No food, Rock. We must keep you in fighting trim. Your great friend, Master Ut. Okay, I feel like Master Ut wants to keep us small like him. By the vat, Thornwire Jumble. Let's go to the Thornwire Jumble. Malice. Okay. Stray trash blows among the chunks of concrete and asphalt in this area. Keep going. You walk past a lump of wet sand shaped like a monsterling. Linger and look more closely. You can see claw marks here and there on the packed wet sand. Someone made this. There's a sound somewhere nearby. Is that someone watching you right now? The jagged coils of spiked metal wire ahead look nasty. If you can get underneath them, it might make a safe place to rest, though you're also a bit peckish. Take a rest to recover brains and guts. Hunt for a quick meal to replenish my flesh. Take a rest. You hunker down behind a cover and take a good long nap. You hear a faint squeal from behind. You hear a faint squeal from the far end of the wiry jumble. Following the sound, you find a mangled monsterling. He's tangled in the wires and too weak to free himself. Oh no. Hiding from bigger monster. Ate my arm, then said sorry, like that helps. He looks so helpless, so pathetic. Something monstrous awakens inside of you. As a monster, you're naturally inclined towards acts of malice. In this situation, spending brains can overcome your malicious instincts, but it's so tempting. Well, we have the brains to spend. You concentrate and resist the temptation to hurt the stranger. He's still caught in the wires. The new monsterling looks so soft and weak, your hunger rises up within you. It would be so easy to devour him. I'm feeling like we should have saved those brains in the first ones. Okay. No, resist. The monsterling looks around and tries to shake himself free of the barbed wire. He only entangles himself further. Oh, we're using all of our brains on this poor monsterling. You help him out. He looks up at you, cringing. Tell him it's going to be all right. He repays your kindness by biting you and running away. What? Why did he do that? Not all monsters show gratitude. Most monsters are ruled by their flaws. Because you helped someone with nothing obvious to gain from it, your malice is reduced. I guess I can't go lower than 0, though. When you give in to your monstrous instincts, you may gain malice. If you are kind, you will reduce your malice. If your malice is high, you will sometimes be forced to obey your monstrous instincts and hurt others. Some time passes. The wind blows more bits of trash among the spiky wires. Ruck finds you. Master Ut gave me more food for you. Ruck offers you a ball of slime. You can hear their belly growl as they look at it longingly. Off the slime to Ruck. Ruck laps it up greedily and looks a bit better. The food's not for me. Fighting trim, Ut says. The other monsterling smiles gratefully. The kind deed you performed was made possible because your flaws are low. Ruck wanders back towards Ut's rubble pile, leaving you alone. Alright. Let's see what's by the vat. I'm guessing this is going to be about greed, then. Yep. You look up at the wall of the vat. From within, you hear delicious little morsels splashing about. An overwhelming urge to feed seizes you. It's an unusual one. Relax. Yeah, we don't have this. Oh, the emptiness in your belly seems to grow until it's all that remains inside you. Only one thing will fill it. Well, here we go. You gobble up as many morsels as can fit into your maw. The poor morsels scream as you chew them up and swallow them. Well. Whoops. You revel in the slime as your capacity for guts, flesh, and brains increases. You've acted in your own interests at the expense of others and gained greed. All monsters are possessed by greed to some extent. You can usually use your brains to resist the compulsions of greed, but if you have too much greed, you won't always be able to try and resist the urges. You slink away before you're caught. Oh no! Well... Join Ruck by the rubble pile. Oh, thud, thud, thud. Uh-oh. Thud. Thud. Thud! Everything shakes. A stone falls from on top of the nearby pile. It's Astrasil! Astrasil is coming! Ruck dives behind the nearest pile. Rubble pile. I might take a hit to Malice so we can save some of our guts for what I think might come down the road. Ruck frowns at you, at your insult, but keeps squeezing it down into their hiding spot. Thud, thud, thud. Ruck hisses and frantically motions for you to join them. Ah, yeah, duck behind the rubble pile. Great Elder. Ut lives to obey your every whim. His voice lacks the slightest hint of guts. Where are my monsterlings? At least 2 should have wriggled out of the vat by now. Just 1. Ut will catch it soon, I promise. The safety of my monsters is important to me, more important than your role as the collector. If you've eaten a single one of the lures I gave you, you won't like what happens. Ut squeaks and ducks back into the safety of his rubble pile. Gobbets of slime bounce and roll across the dusty ground. Gobbets! Look at them! Oh! Ruck blinks and licks their chops. So hungry. Ruck starts to crawl out from behind the rubble, ignoring the Elder's presence. Your body trembles with fear of the looming presence. Ruck is almost out of reach. Pull him back! Ruck's body is surprisingly light and easy to drag. You might outweigh Ruck despite their larger size. Some choices reduce a flaw by acting against its influence. Saving Ruck has a kind gesture, and has reduced your malice. Phew. There are fewer lures here. There are fewer lures here than I gave you, Ut. When I come back tomorrow, there had better be a monsterling waiting for me. Yes, Elder. Ut promises great Astrasil. Astrasil walks away in the direction she came from. Thud, 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 thud. You find yourself running the other direction. Elders are scary. Let's go to the pipe chunk. Help Ruck look for something. I hope there's another new monsterling. Thanks for helping me look. Counting you, I found 5. What happened to the other 4? I never found 2 at once. Had me teach them things and make sure they got enough to eat. They all left after a while. Ut says they're all living good lives now. I wish I could see them again, but I never have. You follow Ruck to a big rusty pipe. It has a homey smell. Ruck peers into the shadows under the pike and shakes their head. No new monsterlings here, but something good. 3 beetles emerge and try to scuttle away. Ruck grabs one beetle and munches on it joyfully. Another beetle runs away from Ruck directly at you. Yeah, let's eat it for ourselves. The juices are sour and bitter, just perfect for a monster's palate. 1 beetle is left. It runs back and forth between you and Ruck, unable to find an escape. You lick your chops at the sight. Grab it! It's too fat to get away. You catch it with ease. It feels and looks extremely juicy. Ruck weaves unsteadily. Ruck needs this more than me. Give it to them. Ruck might need it, but I'm hungry. We can give it to Ruck. Ruck gobbles up the offering and looks a bit better. Some monsters will remember acts of kindness. You've improved your relationship with Ruck. Well, it helps since we messed it up a little bit earlier by being slow down. You and Ruck continue your search for new monsterlings. You look in that pile of rocks. I'll look behind this pile of rocks. You move past the piles and keep searching. You turn up some dead grass and a broken stick, but no monsterlings. Grr, this is going bad. I'd rather be fighting. Growl at Ruck for wasting my time. No, tell Ruck it'll be fine. These are the last of our brains. Ruck grins at you and nods in acknowledgement. Ruck kicks a cinder block, knocking it over, then limps for a moment. Ruck throws a smaller rock on a high-arching trajectory. You hear it bounce several times somewhere in the sharps. Ruck growls and stomps hard with every step as the search continue. Well, let Ruck keep acting out while I keep searching. You get to know the immediate area a little better. Some of the rocks are quite lovely. No, they're not. No, they're not. Ruck looks up at the ceiling of the great cavern, then throws another stone in the general direction of the big hill to the north. Ruck flexes their claws and turns to face you. Ah, I have to let this out. I need a fight. Ruck lunges in your direction. Monsters often fight, though rarely to the death. Ruck just wants to tussle. Pay attention to what's happening in the fight, and you'll do fine. Oh boy. Ruck ambles up and sloppily swipes a claw at you. Ruck loses 2 health. Ruck staggers back from the solid blow. Oh, there's a fighting. Ruck swings one foot at you, at your stomach, a bit unsteady on the other foot. Knock their other foot out from under them. Stand tall and take it. Ruck winces and falls over. Ruck makes a big show of catching their breath with a huge gulp of air. It's a trick. Circle for an opening. You call Ruck's bluff and are able to tag them with a quick swipe. In a last hurrah, Ruck charges in with eyes closed, swinging both paws wildly. Trip them. You trip Ruck, who stumbles into a side of the metal pipe. Ruck lies on the ground, covered with sand and slime. Well done! You paid attention and beat me fair and square. I'm glad you're my friend. We can learn things from each other, about fighting and stuff. You hear a howl and some hooting from nearby. That rock came from this way, Gorogo. I'm sure of it. Someone yelps. We don't got no brains left. Laugh at the monster's pain. Someone is getting closer, but it's just one set of paws now, not 2. Joel, help me! I'm stuck in this blasted wire! More monsterlings for me, then. It's too bad we didn't find the new monsterling. We probably can't beat 2 adolescents. We should get out of here. Ruck looks worriedly in the direction the yelling is coming from. Maybe we can find a monsterling tomorrow. I'm sure hope they don't. You and Ruck exit the area before the adolescents can find you. We gotta get some brains back. Water the area without Ruck. You meander between a pile of bricks and a stack of tires. Ahead you hear Ut talking to someone. The other voice is unfamiliar. Peeking around the brick pile, you sight a shaggy adolescent 3 times your size. His fang-filled mouth drips with froth. Freeze in terror. Your instinct is strong and you give into it. You don't make a sound and they don't notice you. You might have missed some of the things they said, though. It's hard to be sure when you're standing there like a statue. Ut can feel it happening, Slogoth. The change. I'll become an adolescent soon. Then I can join your gang. Ut can be a hammer. Slogoth brushes his claws against the shaggy fur on his chest. I'm sure you'll be a strong and loyal helper, as long as you pay the application fee. That won't be a problem. I've kept Ruck weak with hunger. You can pluck that fool like a mushroom, a big stupid mushroom. That mushroom shredded you like a plastic bag when it was just a newborn. As if by example, he swipes a stack of tires, tearing it to bits. A shred of ruined tire bounces next to you. You feel your fear rising up to new heights. Ignore the fear and stay. Okay. The roaring in your ears subsides as you gain control of yourself. Because you controlled your fear, you are able to hear more. Herbs and crumblestones are for me, not you. Just remember that, Ut. I would not even think of betraying your trust, Slogoth. Ut is the most loyal and trustworthy of allies. And maybe friends? Slogoth snorts. At best, you'll be an underling. Don't try to put on airs. I just took in a new monsterling. The new one is even stupider than Rook. Just called you stupid. I'm not stupid. Is the stupid one. Am I stupid? How can I really be sure? Your ambivalence provides you with no certain answer. Despite your self-control, your hackles rise and you feel a strong desire to pound into a puddle of hair and slime. Well, you leap out and begin to unearth Slogoth swipes at you, nearly tearing an arm off. Stand my ground. Slogoth claps a paw against your head and bashes you against a rock, shaped like a butt. A little like a butt. Ow! Right back. Slogoth picks you up and shakes you hard. Try as you might, you can't break his grip. Bold. I bet you'll taste pretty good with the hot blood like that. Slogoth tosses you on top of a pile of bricks and turns to yell at some more. Somehow, you manage to remain conscious. Oh. You roll off the bricks and out of Slogoth's line of sight. You lurk in the shadows until you're sure Slogoth is gone. I am not doing great. See what's happening near the vat. You draw close to the vat. The walls seem lower now. You haul yourself up over the edge of the vat wall. The slime undulates in that odd, familiar way. The sounds of the bubbles is soothing. Relax while the sound and sight of the liquid carries me away. Fish for a morsel and have a delicious snack. You lose yourself for a time. Wow, you fell asleep and had a nice little nap. Your eyes are drawn back to the velvety green, undulating slime until... There! The surface ripples. And again, almost rhythmically, like footsteps. Turn around. A crude net swoops down, trapping you. There you are! Scream. Your struggles do you proud, but they do not get you out of the net. I knew I smelled someone listening to us earlier. Astracil's footsteps are quiet squishes now, not a thud to be heard. There's someone in the net with you. It's Ruck, curled up in a ball, hungrier and weaker than ever. You feel every part of your body that can clench do so. Fear runs through every fiber of your being. Calm down and assess the situation. You inhale and exhale, then inhale again. Looking calmly at the situation, you can see that the ropes making up the net are too thick for your claws to slice. But you also notice that Astracil is being careful not to let you or Ruck smack into the things as she carries the net. In fact, she's trying very hard not to hurt you at all. Astracil stops at Ut's rubble pile. Ut speaks with a tremble in his voice. Great Elder, you said you returned later than this. I smell Slogoth's stench here. You can detect the smell too. Astracil's net hangs just where Slogoth's standing, and you saw him earlier. What have you two been up to? That lousy Ut. I hate him to pieces. Think about what Slogoth was saying to Ut when you overheard him. You think back. Ut was dealing with Slogoth and Astracil, passing monsterlings to both of them, and he was going to give Ruck to Slogoth. Nothing. I just hid from him until he left. No. Astracil looks dubious. She thinks for a moment, then she nods as she comes to a decision. That explains a great deal. Astracil inhales deeply. Ut, I can smell something besides Slogoth. It's you, Ut. You're about to transform. And there's nothing you can do about it. I'll stay in this massive pile of heavy things with your slime gobbets. I can hide for days. Doubt that Ut can pull such a thing off. Oh no, the double-dealing scum is going to get away with it. No. You may only be a few days old, but you know overconfidence when you see it, or hear it cowering unseen behind a pile of rocks. Astracil snorts, though it's more like a sigh. She reaches down and pulls one particular brick out from under the others. The chain reaction of falling rubble drops the entire pile upon Ut. Ut shrieks. Who do you think built these hiding spots? Now listen carefully. Because if I have to repeat myself, well, you don't want me to repeat myself. If you ever lie to me again, I'm going to tear you in two. If you ever harm one of my monsterlings again, I'm going to tear you in two and squash both halves. And if I ever see you again once you've grown into adolescence, you'll get what all ferals get. Astrasil picks up one of the larger rocks and crushes it into a powder with one of her many paws. Astrasil slings the net over her back and walks away from Ut's collapsed hiding place. Ruck shivers, but doesn't say anything. Stay silent along with Ruck. Work up the courage to ask Astrasil about the coop. Astrasil pauses for a moment and looks at you. She smiles a little bit. For many years, I have raised monsterlings in my coop. Without me, most of them would die or live to wander as feral monsters until they die. In my coop, you'll be safe from the gangs and other dangers in the sharps. If you reach adolescence, I'll send you to the training facility. Eventually, you'll go on to the city as a proper, useful adult of Ash. Astrasil keeps walking. Her footsteps slowly change from soft squishes to loud thuds again. She begins to sing a wordless song. Soon you see a gate and a high wall. The coop awaits. Okay, let's leave it there. Leave it there for chapter 1. I am enjoying it so far. Looking forward to chapter 2. Don't worry, that'll be coming soon, if not tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye!